This is a core workout. Start with what you have, where you are. Don't wait to start. In this martial arts class, you'll discover how to get stronger hands and wrists using your Japanese bow, and stay tuned to the end because I'm going to show you some defensive moves, some blocks, and offensive moves, some hard strikes you can do with two hands using your martial arts long staff. Grab your staff and follow me. Start with the staff in the middle of your body. This warm-up spin is very important because it's going to lubricate and warm up the joints, keep you safe from injury during this workout. This is lesson number 3. Lesson 3 in this series. Most of these lessons are kind of build on each other, so you're going to do some of the same moves. This is how I would teach you if you were here at the Quantum Martial Arts School in Lake Park, Florida. Stop that, now go back the other way. Slow is smooth, smooth is fast, take your time. Speed it up as you get better though, and then go faster. Get out of your comfort zone, drop your staff a bunch of times, hit things with it like your leg or your head maybe. But push yourself or you'll never grow. Left hand, put your left foot forward. I want you to go down into this figure 8 spin or infinity spin. Slow it first. Palm up, pinky to pinky, goes into your right hand. Keep the other hand up and out of the way. Always get in the habit of blocking your head anyway. Your operating system's in there. That means if they shut that off, if they hit that really hard, hit your head, knock you out, there's nothing you can do to defend yourself. So get this hand up, make it a habit. Bring that back here and start switching. Switching. I'm switching my feet as I'm switching the staff. Coming forward, and then I want you to walk forward. Walk back a few steps, walk forward a few steps. This is all to warm up your body and build on the last 2 lessons. And if this is your first lesson, that's all right. Finish this one, then go back and do another one. Do one of the earlier ones. They build on each other, but they all kind of stand alone too. Now, you're gonna put that in the right hand and pull in the reverse spin. Bring it into the left. Continue to warm up with this reverse spin, reverse figure 8. Reverse infinity spin, and hand to hand, switching. So going a little quicker, a little faster. Keep your stomach up and in, abs tight. Turn your shoulders, turn your hips to make this turn. This is a core workout. All body workout. You're working your whole body. This is also going to help with your brain elasticity training. It means flexibility in your thoughts, your thinking, your ability to learn new things. Get out of your comfort zone. To let go of the silly judgments that don't serve you. All right, now, here's the new one. We're working on in this lesson, lesson number 3. You've done this before in other workouts. This is the wrist roll assisted first. And then unassisted. This is where you start to get a better feel for your staff, more control. So you're also getting a lot more strength in your wrists and your hands and flexibility. And we're not done. We're going to go back the other way, go back to assisting it. And what I'm doing is I'm pulling it over the pinky side, where at the beginning, I was going over the thumb side. So now you're just switching the way you're rotating. And then when you go to unassisted, this might not be as familiar, so take your time with it. If it's familiar, go faster. Adjust a little bit there. And then go over the thumb and then over the back of the hand, the pinky side, the top and the bottom. When you bring that to a stop, this is my heavier red oak staff, painted black, just painted black. But it's a little heavier than the rattan staff I use. And so what's happening is that momentum, that kinetic energy, the stored energy from that moving, then I'm bringing it. Stop, pushing it back the other way, pushing it back the other way. I'm getting a real workout here in my wrists. You get stronger wrists faster, stronger hands. Always start with the lightest staff you have though. Get a feel for it, and then work your way up. And if you have a super heavy staff, go slowly. If your staff is super light, increase the speed. Start with what you have, where you are. Don't wait to start. Someone said they were using a Hoover, which I know means like a vacuum cleaner pipe. You know what those are, right? The vacuum cleaner pipe, it's hollow. Put 2 or 3 of those together if you have them. Start spinning that around. It doesn't matter what you have. Start where you are. Don't wait. That's the difference between someone who can win and someone who can lose. It's growth mindset. Fixed mindset, that's when you lose all the time. That's when you become a victim and you blame the world. Fixed mindset says, I can't do it. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough money. I don't have the right teachers. I don't have the right staff. There aren't any martial arts supply stores in my neighborhood. I don't have access to the internet. No one will ship me anything in my country. That's fixed mindset. You'll never grow. Growth mindset is, I can't do it yet. I don't know a way, but I know why I want to do it. And so I'm going to stay open. I'll find a way. I'll keep asking until I get it. Now, all I did here on this left hand was just skip those 2. So if you want to see that, here, assisted first, it's because I was talking. And then unassisted. And then going the other way, assisted. And look here, here's something you might want to note. When you are here, whether it's coming the other way or this way, doesn't matter, and you go to get your hand out of the way, you have to let go completely and flip as fast as you can to grab it. Flip as fast as you can to grab it. The other thing is when you're going over the back of your hand, your thumb has to let go and here. Now watch when I go unassisted, I need more control with my hand, so at the end, see how I kind of pull that hand in here? And that allows me to kind of whip it around. But don't overthink it. That's the same as waiting to start. Some people try to understand it before they can do it. Knowledge is one thing. There's understanding, there's knowledge. Knowledge is like, I know it, I learned it, I read about it. Understanding, like, is when you have read about it, and then you took some action, and you dropped it 1,000 times, and you picked it up 1,000 times, and now you can do it. That's when you really, truly understand it, or really, truly know it. You know it can be the same thing. There's reading knowledge, and then there's doing knowledge. Make sure you don't spend all your time just reading and becoming a philosopher. You have great philosophy, and you know the answer to everything, but you've never picked up a stick because you didn't have one. adopt that growth mindset. Push-up position, and I want you to bring the left hand over and think of striking down with the end of the staff that's coming out of the left hand. Then push the right hand up, strike down, and that's putting this left hand in my right armpit. You're going to block down, or just think of dipping, stirring, like stirring a pot. And then when you come up, make sure this is up in the air so that when you bring it down, it's gonna break something. Like their face, their hand. 1, 2. Bring it down. 1, 2. Bring it down. 1, 2. 1, 2. Now start to step with it. You step with it. You come forward with the left hand striking first. Left foot's forward. Now this is my right hand. Right foot's forward. 1, 2. Get more shoulders, more hips. Start moving a little bit quicker. Get out of your comfort zone. But don't lose control. Think about strike, 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 strike. Pushing hard, coming down hard. I want you to go into this position like you're doing a push-up. And I'm going to show you this bonus move. Comes around all the way until your arms are touching. And this is my right hand, it's in my left armpit. And you're going to do a low block, just like you would in a traditional martial arts, like karate or taekwondo. From here, maybe tang sudo. Always forget the tang sudo guys. A lot of those guys are just doing Shotokan. Shotokan. A lot of the taekwondo schools that I've been in, we used to call it tang sudo in Chuck Norris. Himself came from a tang sudo school. Called them Korean karate, super karate, all kinds of stuff for all kinds of reasons. And then it became Taekwondo much, much later. And now what they do in Taekwondo doesn't look like, it doesn't even look like martial arts to me. It's like they're foot fighting with their front leg or something. And I know it takes a lot of athleticism, that's awesome, but I prefer the tradition. The tradition of Taekwondo, in case you don't know, and a lot of people won't tell you this, a lot of certain people won't tell you this, the lineage comes from karate. Karate's lineage comes from Kung Fu. Kung Fu's lineage comes from Silambana and Kiripati, or however you say that, from India. We're all doing things that are very similar. Don't get stuck up on one way is better than another way. Learn all ways. All right, so you're starting here, you're bringing that around, you're in that armpit, and you're bringing this down. Now think of if someone's trying to attack you from this part of your body down, kick you in the groin, stick you with a knife, maybe they've got the staff and they're trying to hit your legs, bash your knee. You start in this position, you bring it around and block down. And block down. So this is the blocking motion with 2 hands on your staff. And look, when I come down, I'm still closed on my staff. I have to, because I have tight wrists here, I have to allow my hand to open a little here, but I'm not doing this. If I come down and I hit something here, it comes right out. I want to have full control. And when you bring it down, turn your hips. You're blocking with your whole body. Same thing if you're doing open hand technique, you block with your whole body, turning, twisting your wrist. Same here, clearing, clearing. 2 minutes, practice that for 2 minutes and then bring the angle up so that now instead of clearing down, you are striking right across the chin. Strike, pull it around, strike. 1, 2. Exactly the same as blocking down here. Now I'm going to your face. Turning the shoulders, turning the hips. Always exhale, squeeze everything tight, and then put them together. Down, down, middle, middle.